G'day everyone, Uncle Jojo Warmjika to another Rip Roaring episode. I've been asked a heap of questions about how I got into carpentry and even more so into green sustainable building. So what I want to touch on today is how I did all of that and what is green sustainable building. First and foremost, I always wanted to be a chippy. I loved it. From the age of 3 or 4, my old man always had me in a nail bag, potting around behind him, just tapping away, doing all of those things. The very first job I ever had on site was getting paid 1 cent for every 5 nails I straightened. So my dad or my grandfather used to pull the nails out of the timber, and my job, believe it or not, was to straighten those nails and then to divide them up and show what length and what size and all of that kind of stuff. So the carpentry or the sawdust runs deep in these veins. Then as I got older, I realised that was really my calling. I loved carpentry. I got to grow up in the bush. I got to be part of it. And I got to see how being part of nature or the environment created a healthy environment in the home. So went into carpentry, got my apprenticeship and smashed it out. Now, just to touch base on a few things on doing your apprenticeship, there are good days and there are bad days. The bad days are like what we've got at the moment, freezing cold. We've got freezing cold tools, your hands are hurting, your body's hurting, the wind's killing your chest. Get over it, harden up, because there's the good days as well, where you get to work outside all day long, listen to the birds talk, and best of all, hang out with other like-minded people. After I worked with a number of different builders, and I got my apprenticeship papers, I went overseas and I travelled all the way around the world and checked out some of the most amazing buildings, near and far, going from Canada, log cabins, places like that, all the way over to America, the UK, 16th century castle in Toledo, Spain. So from there, what I did was I brought all of that information back and I started getting my own builder's license. I did all of my own homework and I started to learn the ins and outs of becoming a builder. There's a huge difference between being a carpenter and being a builder. There's so much knowledge that it takes. You don't just understand the timbers, the timber qualities, or their personalities. As a builder, you also have to understand the other trades and what they have to do, their regulations, what they're able to do, what they're not able to do, how they're going to blend in with your work, and how, even more so, you're going to blend those works into your green sustainable home. Now after, 17 years of running Beowulf Builders, I now can understand it's not one thing. There is no one answer to create a healthy home or a sustainable home. The way that we've measured this in the past is we've had some of these clients that we've gone back and forward to. We've looked at the materials that we've used and we've got feedback from them. So quite a lot of our customers are really happy to have a look at their energy bills, whether that be electricity, gas, water, any of those, and we can see how much we've been able to reduce those overall costs and the overall resources that we're also able to save in the house. Some houses have reduced their overall resources or their overall bills by over 68%. Massive savings, not just in the skyrocket, but also to our environment, our surrounding environment as well. So after I did all of this research around the world and after I got my builder's license, I finally got to piece all of these pieces of the puzzle together to create a new, different system. But it's not my system. It's a system that I've just made up from everybody else and brought it together to suit our climate and environment in the lower part of Australia. If you live in this area, then you can come and learn this. It's so easy and simple. Not only that, but we can also teach you how to use the tools. So if you want to make your own small changes or your own small improvements, then you can. The most important thing is that you get taught by actual carpenters as well as being teachers. You can come down and learn from us and you can learn the skills that actually will bring you forward. And it's not just about using power tools. It's about understanding the way you stand. It's about understanding the way that you're breathing with your timber or the materials that you're using. every single little piece that you do feeds into the system that you're going to create for yourself. Because remember, it's not my style, it's your style that you're creating.